All right, today's Tao Daily Tarot just around the corner, but let me give you a little heads up as I usually do. Well, it's looking like you are getting to the point where you're ready to create some magic in your life. Alrighty? We got the magician here, we have the fool, you got to wipe the slate clean, and you do all of this with yang or yang energy, and one ingredient fires this whole combination up. One ingredient. I'll tell you about it coming up in a moment. Well, hello, and welcome to the latest edition of the Tao Daily Tarot. Thank you very much for being here. Whether you're a first-timer, long-timer, makes no difference. I roll out the red carpet every day because I do a brand new, fresh reading every day, 365 days a year, and you are welcome. Now, for the first-timers, this is something that we're going to run down. We always do at the beginning, and that is what makes this different from other tarot readings. Well, first of all, I'm an archetypal reader. I will take the images on the card, try not to add anything to them, although over time we do get a storyline, and I'll kind of open it up a little bit. I also make sure that I'm focused on the energies. Okay, I do an 8-card read, and that's because the Tao is a very simple path. 8 cards, more than enough to do the read. And I look at energies like going, coming, pushing, pulling. And you go, that's kind of unusual. Yes, it is. Because I am trying to give you an energetic weather report. In other words, I don't want to predict someone's coming into your life or someone from your past or this or these are the energies that are present right now, probably for the next 72 hours or so. So just like a regular weather report, you want to know if it's sunny out there, if it's cloudy, is it going to snow, is it going to rain, what's going on, so that I can prepare. I can make decisions in terms of how I want to address the weather out there. That's what I do with the Tao Daily Tarot. Okay, one of the other things that I do is a hyper shuffle. You'll almost see that coming up in a couple of moments. And I try to get this reading in about a 10-minute window, give or take a couple of minutes, depending what's happening with the cards. You have a busy life. You have things to do, even in this COVID craziness. And so 10 minutes or so, you can kind of squeeze in easily to your life. Now, whether you are a new timer or a long timer, please like, share, subscribe. Very important to build this channel, which is what I'm trying to do. The folks at YouTube, they want to see those kinds of things. You know, it's algorithms, numbers, that sort of stuff. So please at least like and subscribe. Alrighty, I mentioned the hyper shuffle. Let's get to it. And so there you are. There is the hyper shuffle. Let's get to the reading today in the Tao Daily Tarot. We begin with our overall temperature card. Those who've been here before know I do these oracle cards right at the beginning. It sets the overall feel, and this is yang, or more properly, yang energy. Now, when you think of yang or yang energy, you think, well, get out there, go do it, go do it. Yes, go on. Yes, a lot of... And the fact of the matter is, sometimes that's not entirely the best method. It means moving forward, but not necessarily with force. Just stepping forward. That can be done mentally, emotionally, and physically as well. So there is forward motion in this yang energy. So we begin with the coming, going section of the reading, and this is the magician. This is the part that takes the 5D, brings it to the 3D. He has all the tools and has the capacity, if being honest, to perform a kind of alchemy in your life, perform a kind of magic. This card says you have that capacity. You want to talk about yang or yang energy? This is the magician. It's not forceful. It's magical. You have this energy to change your life in any direction you want. You have that energy. So find the magician in you. From there, still sticking with the coming going portion, we have the King of Cups. King of Cups is a guy who is, when he's well behaved, very loving, very affectionate, very supportive emotionally. Although he may not show his emotions, He is a true gentleman and true love. When out of balance, he tends to be a bit of a blowhard and overdo quite a bit. But let's put him in balance in your life. This is the opportunity where you feel a lot, but you may not be showing it right now. Alrighty? We go now to the energy of pushing and pulling. And we go to a card that I ran into when I was doing the pre-shuffle, Three of Pentacles. Now, Three of Pentacles ideally means that you are collaborating with somebody. Okay, it's a very positive card. But, I thought about it and I'm thinking, okay, collaborating with somebody or maybe a couple of other people. You may be in a group and you're working together toward a project. That indeed may be true, and that would be yang or yang energy for sure. But how about working with the different parts and pieces that make up you? We all have our different emotional content, our different intellectual content, our different spiritual content. And maybe, just maybe, this is a time for you to start to work with all those parts and pieces, that jigsaw puzzle that makes up you. Or it could indeed be a group. But look for some sort of collaboration on some level. And then, wrapping up the pushing-pulling department, how about if we do the Fool? You go forward. Kind of a clean slate. You don't worry about the past or the future even. You're just here in the now, which is very Tao-like. It really is. Okay? And it's, they say, well, the Fool just doesn't care. I think the Fool does care, but the adventure, the possibilities, are much more attractive. And so, the Fool, this might be another opportunity for you to move forward into the future. Because let's say, take this past year. You can find up all kinds of scenarios and nightmares that can develop out of things from this last year. Or you can say, I'm wiping the slate clean. I'm going to put the parts and pieces that make up me, and I'm going to move forward with yang energy positive. I'm going to create that magic in my life, right? Sure. So we go with the first magnifier card, and it is, again, the Fool. Very, very important. When it shows up back to back next to one another, or even in the same reading, it's emphasizing the point that you have to have faith. You have to believe in yourself first and foremost. If you're going to perform this magic that I'm looking at here, if I can move the card, if you're going to perform the magic, then you're going to have to love yourself. And that's going to take a special kind of yang or yang energy. But you can do this. The Fool. Clean the slate. Forget the past. Forget the future. Or forget, the future. You just live in the present and do the best that you can to make your future as good as you can. And to kind of help that situation, how about the Queen of Cups? Interesting. In the same reading, we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. There's some sort of a pairing. This could be an emotional relationship, and very likely you would be starting with someone, fresh slate, optimistic about the future, collaboration, all of that would apply. And together you guys can perform a kind of alchemy. But this could also be marrying the masculine, divine masculine, and divine feminine in you. Okay, but we do have the match, the King and Queen of Cups. So there's something there that you're matching, and it probably has to do with emotion, whether it's with somebody else or with yourself. I can't say at this point. That's your choice. Remember, I empower. I just give you the weather report, energetic weather report. And the final card is a vice versa, and it's reverse. This is strength. And at this point, it would appear you feel you don't have the strength. I can't do all of this. I can't make all these changes. The forces outside of me are so powerful. How can I tackle this? One step at a time. And the best way is to love yourself, the King and Queen of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. Start to collaborate with the different parts and pieces of yourself. Create that magic. And that all together, whether you even move physically, is yang energy, because that forward motion starts inside. But give yourself an absolutely clean slate. Believe in you. So that is the Tao Daily Tarot reading for today. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you in advance. And other than that, I think we're in pretty doggone good shape for right now. I hope you join me again tomorrow because I do a brand new Tao Daily Tarot reading every day, 365 days a year. If you happen not to, you can always check in and take a look at the different readings. If not, I look forward to the next time that you and I are together here doing the Tao Daily Tarot. Blessings.